What's up, my position boy? Life I'm looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy, and we back with Cupid 99. We talking about Bel-Air season 2, episode 8. Getting close to that finale, and of course, we learned two things in this episode that I really want to leave with you. First off, these boys don't play no defense. They play absolutely no defense. They play like 8-minute quarters for 4, and they score 84-80, and I'm like, okay. And then the other thing is, she's a demon. We found out she's a demon. Of course, I'm joined with two legends themselves. The one, the only Nostradamus. He predicted everything. Go watch the prediction show. His name is Monterey.
Man, he missed some stuff.
What's up with it? I was pretty on point with like some good predictions about like 3 characters. Really happy about that. So if you need to know the future, let me know. I ain't trying to see visions like Raven, but we in here.
And of course, we are also joined by the best in the Midwest. The one, the only king of the mic, the host with the most, Uniqo Williams.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Uniqo Williams, and I'm gonna talk about the parents and they role and all that shit, man.
Yeah. Let's get it started.
If you eat my damn fish, I'm gonna whoop both of y'all now. Stay off the counter. Hey, hey, what's going on? Hey, Bel-Air, mahi.
And since he predicting the show, right, we got to go first with him. And of course, he got that one, the only team that don't play no D. My boy scored 40 because I counted the points. And by the way, y'all see Joe at the game? Look at Joe.
I was at the game, actually. That is my cameo. If you look over there to the right with the jacket on and the hat and the glasses and beard, that was my first acting credit. So, hey, clap that up, everybody.
Clap it up.
Clap that shit up, bro. Appreciate it.
Monte, talk about this no defense, even though I thought you talked about it.
Look, my man Will, he made the most of his first start, and he played a good game, even though he asked the same question like last time. Hey, what happened to old boy? I know he was trying to grind for his sister, his mom, I believe, trying to do all that. Hey, what's going on, man? Ain't nothing. But like, I'm so proud of Will this episode because my boy Will been going down a horrible streak, but he done went down the rough path about the last 3-4 episodes. Really beginning this season, it was rough. He been named the evil sometimes. Nah. My boy made he was a good man this whole episode. He made a lot of right decisions. Some decisions I know some brothers wouldn't have made. He made some good decisions this whole ride. My man, he ended up making peace with Uncle Phil, which that was more Uncle Phil than him because he was gonna be stubborn. But after that, he was good. He's like, you know what, I'm just gonna grind. He found out, that Drew told the truth, that he was the one that released the tape last time. And instead of keeping it to himself, when he saw that Lisa was messing back with him again, he had the biggest piece of wisdom that I know a lot of brothers wouldn't have. He was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell her because she going to think I'm hating on him again. So I'm finna go tell Carlton, because Carlton, you cool with her. Not knowing what happened earlier, but just Carlton, you cool with her. So you go tell her that Drew did the video, and I'm going to tell you he did the video, even though you pissed at me and think that I did it. I'm going to be a good man today. I'm proud of him for making that right decision. That didn't work out in the way that he hoped, but either way, he made the right decision. And then even later, my man was set up. He's like, I'm finna get with Jackie, and a lot of brothers done had this moment. When you and girl decide that y'all gonna meet up together on day, sometimes this the one. This is the time. This is the date. The rendezvous, this the one where we gonna make progress. I ain't just talking about, doing some stuff, but just this is where we're gonna make progress. Will had this one. She was even saying, you can come back in my world, you can meet me up after work. We finna do it. My man made an honorable decision. He saw that, regardless of how you feel about her, he saw that his friend was down on her luck. He's like, she ain't good. I'm just gonna give her a ride, like most good-natured brothers would do. I'm gonna give her a ride to the hospital with her, make sure she's straight up and gonna dip out. And he saw that she wasn't good. And my man had the decision. He's like, do I leave my friend who said we can't even be friends? She said we can't be friends. It's respect. I understand. I'm going with Jackie. And he's like, I can't leave her in this state. She been my ace boon coon since day one. And he's like, I'm gonna chill with her to make sure she all right. Honorable because brothers would struggle with that decision. And I'm proud of Will for doing that. I really am. And ultimately, I feel as though this may help him in the future because to Zelmay's credit, when he was predicting that her father might be the one to help him bail out of some future mess down the line, this is how you get the father on board. This is exactly how you set that up. Because the father wouldn't like Will for no other reason in the world. But now that he done opened Lisa's mind to giving their family a chance, father owe him one. He owe him one now.
If you don't mind,
he might help him.
If you don't mind, just want to interject real quick. Like when he was doing his whole dialogue, he was looking at both of them with a smile on his face, like, yeah, 6 pounds, 8 ounces, big old hit. Like he's looking back and forth at them, like as if he's talking to Will.
Well, in my personal opinion, I really think he was just looking for a reaction. He just had a baby, and he's like, I need somebody to.
Oh, okay, like, that's fair.
Help me. Like, come on now, bro. Like, Will, you can like move on. But either way, in this way, he owe Will. Like he done got Will and got his respect. He technically he owe Will a little bit. So it's like if ever come down the line, he needs some DA help or something. This is how you get that favor across. And then of course Will's dream got dashed because at the end of the episode, he finds out the real reason why old boy is gone from the team. He finds out that Doc is under some shady stuff, like we done all knew. So now Will is in between a rock and a hard place because he probably telling Uncle Phil now in between the credits and all that. Oh, your Uncle Phil, so I messed up. Now, matter of fact, he might tell him in the beginning of the next episode, but either way, he's like, so Uncle Phil, I messed up, and he knows about our little mess. We kept on the wraps, but he also is being blackmailed right now. So it's a bit of a mess right now. So it's gonna be good. But either way, I'm glad Will has had a turnaround. It looks like he's had some understanding, a little bit of growth in that, you're in a little bit of a mess, but you've made some good decisions. I'm happy because Will, now, lo and behold, the sad fact about it is now, next time he talks to Jackie, it's going to get ugly. But either way, he made a good decision. I ain't going to say the right decision because everybody can make that decision whether you would have left or you would have stayed. I can't blame you either way, but just he made a good decision for the long term. So I'm happy because if he get into some legal trouble, the DA owe you a favor. Bet. That's all I need to hear. So I'm happy Will made some good decisions this episode. Way better than like the last 5. So
Yes.
And just to piggyback off of you, I feel like out of all problems, yes, there is the Doc thing, but I just want to say that Will has like the most his age problems. Everybody else dealing with issues that's above like niggas' ages.
Well, Carlton.
And also I want to say that Doc and Lisa Daddy look alike, so they might actually be like twin brothers down the line. So like Liquid and Solid Snake, and then like what I'm saying, like one's the DA and one is the crook. They don't look alike to y'all. They don't look alike to y'all.
I mean, yeah, but it's not really.
All right, cool. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's Joe twin brother right here.
Here you go with the.
That's not the twin brother. That is actually me on set watching a terrible basketball game.
Here you go,
all-star game.
Bro, Will threw an alley-oop behind his back like this, and like 3 dudes just looked at him dunk, and I'm like, oh, no defense being played. So let me go next. Let's talk about our boy Carlton. We start the episode with Carlton nose is bleeding. You know what that means? He back on that booger shit. He telling me, oh, my nose bleeds every once in a while. It's fine, Mom. It's all good. He's still having his beef with Will. And he's like, no, Will, I don't care. He's doing his little thing. And of course, we end up seeing that he gives Lisa a bracelet. He's flirting. He's trying to get back in there, you know what I mean? He gives her the bracelet, and then he hit her with this. Look at her face. Monte, look at that face. Joe, do you see that face? Do that? She like, sir, you have been friend zoned. I want you to understand. That's the friend zone face, Monte.
I said that like 3 episodes or something ago. I even said like, hey, she might have to shut him on down, and he might go. I predicted this. I'm here. Your boy Nostradamus is here. His whole
I don't remember you saying
rant.
that.
Go ahead.
I don't remember you saying that.
Go ahead, boss. Go ahead.
Yeah. Of course, after he does the kiss, he looks at her. She's like, "You're just a friend, sir." And then all of a sudden they go up. Will here. My boy Will said, "Listen, Monte already told you that story." He said, "Carlton, you friends with us still? Me and her quite ain't rocking. So I need you to tell her Drew leaked the video." He basically told me that he leaked the video, and he like, because if I say it, which is foreshadowing, because if I say it, she gonna be like, "Oh, you hate." But we also don't know that Carlton did the, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know about that. He didn't know about buying her the bracelet, and he didn't know about this situation. So, you know, so he thinking, "Oh, y'all just friends. You tell her, she ain't gonna think you hate." So Carlton goes in the hallway later on when they get in school, and he has that slow motion. Monte's back. The slow motion drugged out scene is back. He see Lisa and him holding hands, slow motion. He and the zoom come in. I'm like, oh, the sugar booger stare coming. He stares. He walks up to her. He hit her with that. Drew is doing this. I didn't know you and Drew together. You know he the one who leaked the video. He trying to ruin my life ever since he been here. Lisa like, why you hating? You just know we back together, and you know me and you just friends. She doing basically what she wanted Will to at least do to her. Like, at least tell me, like, listen, we can't be more than friends. I'm just straight up tell you because I don't want you to be led on because you think this gonna happen. I gave you this face and all that. So Carlton going through it again. If we go back to earlier scene, he apologized to Will, and Will said that don't mean shit. Oh, Monte, that hurt.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, that was rough. That was rough. I said that was rough. I'm like, dang, Will, you gotta do him like that. I'm like, I get it, but man, that was rough.
Yeah, that's man, with your cousins, you can say some actually like wild, crazy stuff, man. You can, wild shit. And so get away with y'all can talk about it later, but you can say your cousins will let you get away with the wild shit.
But what I'm saying is, coming off that, this is the same day now. This is just an hour ago. He was like, he told Lisa, listen, oh, you just so hurt by Will, you just go to the next man that was nice to you. She said, you Carlton. I'm like, oh, Carlton that don't mean shit. You back to back. I'm like, oh, Carlton's alone. My man is he done cut off every connection from everybody. My man Drew won. Will don't Carlton like yo apology don't mean shit. Lisa like, you Carlton. And then he goes out. He's walking to his car. Monte, you know that car. He see the car with the dude in it. And the dude got what he need. He stopped by the car. And let's not forget, Drew saw it now. This man is on a campaign to ruin Carlton's life, and he saw him. So
he can't prove much other than being like, hey, them four is cool with each other. He can say that. But luckily, he can't prove nothing else. They
get to the house, Joe, and he's like, kind of like, hey, man, we can't stay, bro. Carlton like, nah, fam. It's a party.
I need this.
And that man did some heavy. That man was in it, boy. That man he had like the Stone Cold berries putting up his nose, Joe. That man said. I said, oh. And you know what that means. When you a black dude left at the white people house, at the frat house, and it's the drug house, they all leave. My man car gone. Nice car, by the way. Let's not forget, he got the nicest car. You can't go to the drug dealer house and get too high and pass out. I'm just saying, they gonna steal your car if it's nice. You went to the trap house, my guy. The car gone, his wallet gone, he ain't got no phone, he walking the street, and his mom pull up. Carlton, what's wrong? Mom, I drank alcohol. I didn't know it was that much alcohol. I didn't know it was gonna do to me with the meds. It's the medicine, Mom. And then he also hit her with that car that he knew was gonna get her. He knew she wanted him to stay on that medicine. They were messing him up. So he like, it's the medicine, Mom. Please. They get back to the house. I know this part joke, but it's important to Carlton, so I gotta say it. He's like, Uncle Phil said, you believe him?
Oh yeah, Uncle Phil and Jeffrey ain't believe this man worth of nothing. They like, bro, nah. Jeffrey didn't even say nothing. My man was fixing him some tea or some coffee and was like.
And by the way, don't think don't think Aunt Viv believed him either. She was like, "Are you gonna call him a liar to his face right now?"
Yep.
I can feel like,
bro, he lost the car.
I can feel like, yes, I basically am. I'm gonna do it in a nice way for you though. I'm gonna do it in a nice way. Carlton, I heard your story. We're gonna watch you now. We're gonna watch you heavy. And then all of a sudden, y'all know how we know how the show ends with the best scene in the show, the thumbnail itself. My man Carlton said, "I ain't holding nothing back. The truth gonna come out. I know what you did. I know how strange it is. The truth will come out. You can't hide it, my boy. You cannot hide it. I know you lying. We all know you lying. And look at Carlton's face. He's like, yeah, he know, dog. And my boy done went from the kid who just got his life together back to spiraling out of control, and the super bodyguard of history is looking at him just like this, like, it is over, son. I know what you did. That man gave him that look, boy, like, I know. And that's basically how Carlton, that's how the story of Carlton ends. By the way, quick shout out to Ashley had one little 30-second scene in which her and Olivia found out Olivia did not snitch. That was her favorite teacher as well. And they got a connection. They got 30 seconds shot.
Yeah, I just wonder how they're going to take that connection. I don't know.
You know how they're going to take that connection.
No, I don't know if they're going to keep it at friendship or they're going to make it romantic. I don't know that because Ashley's thing was that she was bi in the beginning of the first season. So I'm not going to sure which way they're going to take that.
Did you see that smile? You know,
I mean, I don't know. Other than that, my only other thing that I got beef with is that Lisa's wrong. Lisa is wrong for giving Drew another chance. She is wrong for not at least listening to Carlton, acting like Drew did not intentionally peg on Carlton to get the boxing with him. Like, you're just going to literally ignore all of that like Drew is a wonderful person. Just because, you know, you're attracted, or quote-unquote attracted to him, whatever. You're going to ignore the fact that he was picking on Carlton and picked a fight with this man flat out. Ignore all of that and ignore the fact that you and Carlton have been friends since childhood just because you like him. So Carlton ain't wrong for how he felt at that moment because he's like, you're going to believe him just out of nowhere when you done known me for like, you know, we'll just say, you know, double-digit years. You done known me for double-digit years. Know my struggles up and down and know that I wouldn't say that about him if I was just hating. Like, what? Like, if it was Will, it made more sense for her to be like that. Carlton? I mean, I guess he just up and kissed her or whatever. He's like, no, I don't like him. That dude don't like me.
I know you itching to say something, man. I know you itching to say something. I see that look on your face. I see it.
Listen,
give me a second. Give me a second. Let's not forget another Drew piece of this. He saw Carlton talk to Connor, and he looked around like, "What's all this going on?" We saw that. I'm just saying. I just as a footnote on Carlton's story, we saw that Drew saw that. So that could be used. We got season finale next week, I believe. That could be used. Oh, he's lying.
We got 2 weeks.
Okay. But it could come back. It could come up that he's lying. You know what I'm saying? That's what Drew's gonna say. You know, he was talking to Connor the other day, right? You know, man,
he can say
slick motherfucker, man.
But in her mind, she ain't even questioning this. She's just like, nah, bro, he ain't gonna do it. I'm like, girl, are you serious right now? Like, you really forgetting what Drew done did over the course of this season to Carlton or pointing towards Carlton? You just gonna ignore that flat out. And then you wrong for giving him another chance. Why are you gonna give him another chance? You know he don't like Carlton. You know he went at Carlton for
listen. And
you just gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna forgive him because he said he changed.
Listen,
are you kidding me, man?
That's all I want to say. Listen, he got them little fat rolls in his neck. You can't trust him.
Like, I'm looking at Lisa like, Lisa, really? You just gonna believe him? And you ain't even gonna question it?
I can't believe that.
Like, you ain't even thinking who leaked the video at all. You just like, that. But that's just messed up, bro.
Did she think Will leaked it?
She wrong for that. That's my only thing I say about her. She wrong. You can continue.
Does she think Will leaked it? Shout out to Jeffrey.
Jeffrey about it. That's what I'm like. You ain't even gonna question it.
I'm just saying, Jeffrey. Man, Jeffrey.
Like, she wrong.
Jeffrey, like,
yeah, like, shout out to Jeffrey. Jeffrey done returned to the way he was season 1. He pretty much good at this point. And it's like Jeffrey ain't going for no BS. I'm like, thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, like his father, dog. Like his daddy right here, boy.
Speaking of father and daddy, let's talk about the parents for a hot second. So let's go with Aunt Viv. Let's start with her first. She thought she was in trouble with them people at that foundation, and them old white folk came up to her, and she's like, "Oh, just I'm so sorry." But they said, "No, it's the truth. Hearing the truth hurts." So we ready to give Aunt Viv a bigger position within the foundation, and it appears that she might be moving another sister out the way. But so we're gonna keep our eyes on that. But shout out to Aunt Viv, she got what she wanted.
IG
And shout out
popping.
and also shout out to her outfit at the. I gotta say something about somebody's outfit in every episode. Shout out to her outfit, man. That purple top was amazing, man. She killed that. So okay, cool. Aunt Viv, we appreciate you. Let's go. Let's keep on going into our angle for a hot second. Aunt Viv, Carlton knew who to call when he got into that trouble. He knew who to call, who was gonna be able to want to pick him up. He couldn't call Jeffrey because Jeffrey gonna come in the field with all that knowledge out the gate. Man, I gotta go pick your son up. His ass is hung over. He faded. But so he knew who to call. Aunt Viv, who is the caring one, who's always put aside her own needs for her child, and the way she baby Carlton in that moment. Man, that's telling me a lot. It's telling me everything that I need to know in the sense of how she raised them babies, man.
That's what I expected from her, though, to be honest.
Yeah, she's just trying to be the caring one. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. Let me go ahead and take him to bed. Carlton don't even want you to take him up there. He know what he did, and so that's Aunt Viv's role that she played in this episode. Shout out to her getting a job, but man, she a little too soft on them children, and she needed. I know. I love her. Like that's a beautiful. I wish I had a mom like that. Honestly, on some real shit, I wish I had a mom like that. Nurturing that whole thing, baby a nigga a little bit. I appreciate that about her. But in some situations, when your son is about to be an addict, because Carlton was being a real dope fiend this whole episode, like he was being a crackhead, bro. So there's that. Let's go to Jeffrey. He's cool with Uncle Phil now. We appreciate that. They cool. He's like, no, that was some real shit you did for me and my son, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for making that shit happen. That was some real shit. Uncle Phil is a real nigga. But then, man, now let's go to Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil, cool. I appreciated that moment that he gave to Will. I appreciate that moment. Listen, do your thing. Probably Aunt Viv was talking to him in his ear. Phil, just let him do. Sometimes it's hard to turn down Aunt Viv now. And like, you know what? I am gonna let you off the leash, man. Do your thing, make your own mistakes. But boy, you got to be a cocky motherfucker to be like, yeah, just hit me up when you need me. You're gonna need me. You know that, right? And that's exactly what happened at the end of the episode. But let's talk about Uncle Phil's professional life for a hot second. Yo, they do, they started the firm started with 3 brothers. One of them passed due to a massive heart attack, but they had to get together. They do it every day, every year after their brother had passed away. All right, cool. Everything's good, but let's not forget. Oh, hold on. Let me get mad at Aunt Viv for a second. She messy. Now, why you go up there and see Erica? You didn't need to go see that woman. If you're going to work with my husband, we need to talk about a couple things. And here's the crazy part. After Uncle Phil talked to his homeboy, after his homeboy shaded him, was like, you know what? It's only so many lawyers, black lawyers at that. We got a small circle. I know you've been talking to Erica. You about to get this place up after we done built it? He thought about it. And Uncle Phil didn't even take the job. But we all know it's gonna come back to Uncle Phil that and Viv pulled up on Shorty. Uncle Phil ain't going for that. I don't know. Fellas, what y'all think about that aspect of it?
Well, he actually declined because his friend convinced him at the
No, I said that part. I explained to the people that. I'm saying, what do y'all think about Aunt Viv pulling up on old girl?
Oh, I think they're gonna fight.
I know it's gonna get back to Uncle Phil that she pulled up. I didn't even take the job, and you pulled up on that. If you're gonna work with my husband, we need to have a come to Jesus conversation.
Okay,
that was about their friendship, though. That was about, hey, listen, we lying sisters. You supposed to tell me first.
Okay,
I don't think it was about that. I think if you're gonna be working with my husband,
but she slid into Uncle Phil when they was already in a relationship after they said had a break. So she like, listen, you know how our relationship is. We were best friends until you slid up on my man, and now you back. You should have the courtesy, not even about work, the courtesy to give me a call and say, hey, listen, I'm back in town. At least after what you did to me. That was her whole point. Go ahead,
okay. I'm gonna be real. Screw that. Uncle Phil wrong. Like in hindsight, now that we know,
after we know that too,
in their history, he wrong. He wrong for not saying nothing. Like, bro, this is the girl that when you and your wife was on break in college, you were with her for 2 years, and she slid in on you during this break, and you don't say nothing that she back in town or that she giving you a job offer that you gonna be working with.
I got sent through a phone call though. I didn't see it on your phone.
Bro, you don't say nothing. Ain't no way, fam. Like I'm being way nicer than I know most black women would be. They see like the bitch that tried to take you from me is calling your phone and you ain't saying nothing. Excuse me?
Actually, my best friend. That was crazy.
Like, Uncle Phil, you wrong. Now, otherwise, no. Otherwise, Auntie Viv went up there. She went up there for her own personal reason. It wasn't for the job. It was just like, okay, we need to have an understanding if you want to be a part of my husband's life. That's basically how that goes. We need to have a simple understanding because you did some slick stuff and then you done vanished or whatever. Now you want to pop back up here, talk to my husband and not talk to me? Like I'm not here? Like we ain't got history? So don't screw all that. We need to have this understanding that you're not gonna be on no slick stuff if you work with my husband. Because if you are, it's gonna be World War III. That's pure and simple. And she did that after her friend was like, hey, you caring about everybody else's feelings. You need to be concerned about your own. And her friend was right in some respects. Like, hey, you need to be concerned about yourself. Now with the Janice job, that's something else. I understand, you don't want to be like backstabbing or anything of that nature. But when it comes to this, oh yeah, you need to go up there and let her know, baby girl. We were best friends, whatever the case may be. You can be my husband, partner, work, co-worker, whatever. If I see you come wrong, just know you gonna have to come see me, and it ain't gonna be pretty.
Right. So do I say it? Ain't Viv job again? My bad.
So here,
you might call it.
So here's where I'm at. Here's the next part of the story here. So cool. All right, whatever that happens. I'm Viv. That whole thing. Now let's move to Carlton. Now let's go ahead and move to Carlton as I close out. Okay, Uncle Phil, like, you believe that shit? I've been a young man before. Like that's what it is. Come on, you don't just lose your car. Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't happen. So okay, and I'm Viv. She ready to be the hero and save Carl. Let me just walk him to bed. All that type of stuff. She's gonna pat him on the back and give him some milk and all that stuff. Uncle Phil ain't for that. He don't play that. And so obviously, like I said, like y'all alluded to earlier, Jeffrey giving the tea was looking at him like, nigga, you got faded, didn't you? And so before that, the tea part was the part that I was where I was really stuck up on. And I was like, I wonder if he put some kind of like trickery tea that you only react a certain way if you fade it. Like I ain't know. That's where Jeffrey is to me. Like, did he give him a tea like a old school European tea that just make you react a certain way or make you throw up if you've already had some? I'm just saying, man. What are you putting anything past Jeffrey at this point? The nigga could have went to Hogwarts for all the fuck we know.
This man anyway, these weird theories, bro. Joe gave that man coffee because he knew that man was recovering on a hangover. That's why he gave him that.
Joe watch Atlanta and Snowfall. You gotta
like he gave him that coffee so he can get over the hangover that he knew he had. That's why he was fixing that for
him. Atlanta was show have for Jeffrey giving somebody some tea and they was spilling all this
crazy. Either way, like Jeffrey knew from the beginning, he's like, okay, this man's bullshitting. Like this man is screwing around. He's not giving the full truth. I ain't buying it. Uncle Phil ain't buying it. And they go in there and discuss whatever they want. All I know. And matter of fact, I'll give you even some more clarity. So Jeffrey did not tell this man everything. Just gonna be real. He didn't tell him everything. He told him, I found your car. Sure. Now, do you honestly believe that if the drug dealers in Connor robbed him of his car, you think they will leave his phone and his wallet and the keys too? No. They wouldn't. They would have it. So that means Jeffrey.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a big. And Jeffrey knew what happened. I found your car over there with sand in it. You really think it was sand that he was talking about?
Yeah, that was his sand. There was no sand in the seat. He said sand in the seat. Sand. How sand get the
booger sugar in there? Some of that white sand. That's what was there. Like I call on everything Jeffrey was saying. Just like, here's your stuff right here. Just in case you wondering why I was still in your car. It wasn't. I got it back from you. So just please believe I know what happened. But your truth gonna come out.
He said 10 miles away from where you was walking out of gas. Man, you can't tell me Carlton be riding around like us on like a quarter tank. Come on, that's a lie. He ain't never seen half under half.
I knew where your car was. I know what was on them seats, and I know who had your stuff. I ain't even gonna say nothing because your truth gonna come out.
I'm very excited.
That's why he just took his stuff out to hear your stuff because I know you wondering how I got it. Because it shouldn't have been there. Because anybody know if your car got robbed by some random drug dealers, your stuff wouldn't be in the seats. Please believe nobody leaving the phone. Carlton's phone, and he rich. Nobody leaving your phone in that seat, bro. Your wallet, it might be there, it might be empty. And keys, please. So if you really believe that stuff was right there in them seats, crazier than I am. Jeffrey knew everything, bro. Jeffrey got
And I
that
feel
stuff
like
that
that's
class.
not the first time that Jeffrey's ever gotten Carlton. Like Carlton was acting like this was so weird to him. Like I feel like Jeffrey's always done shit like this his whole life. So like, there's no way that you didn't know that. Carlton know. So well, we got 2 episodes left. I'm very excited. But just finishing this off. Uh, um, you know, during that conversation with Carlton, Carlton goes up to his room, and then at that point. That's when Jeffrey says, "I know you got a lot on your mind, Phil, but I got some news on Doc." After Will heard what he heard, he goes to Uncle Phil for help, and he says, "Oh, what is it? Because Doc been doing getting bribes to push people towards agents and colleges." Yeah, go ahead and have a seat. Let's talk about it. And just like, damn, this nigga know exactly what's going on.
Jeffrey,
And so
Jeffrey back, dog.
yeah, Jeffrey's on it. He is doing his job. I hope he's a millionaire at this point. And so where Phil got to be paying him. You got to pay that man good, man. He doing detective work on law people, politicians, street toughs,
Joe, what do you do, Joe?
drug dealers.
Joe, what do you do when they was at the game? My man bent over, put them hands together. I know I've been off my game, Phil, but I promise I'm back.
And
I said, "Oh, it's over with. Them kids ain't getting away with nothing no more."
Also, he let them Compton dudes know that yeah, come on over here and talk crazy to Phil if you want to. He let at the basketball game. So there's that. So that's where we at. That's the episode, y'all. In regards, what are we moving into next? Zelmay?
Next up, we got one thing. After watching this episode, we gotta tell the truth. I ain't seen that smile on that girl in 2 seasons. That's all I'm saying. Y'all see? Let me move this out the way so y'all can see. Cause
Jazz
y'all see it. Look at it.
Jazz got the night off. He got an episode off, y'all.
Shoot, yeah. Look at this. By the way, if y'all know what this is, my man LaMarcus.
Come back to us real quick.
My man LaMarcus got her a billboard, hooked up with an agency, a talent agency, to put her place on. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit of me like, yeah, Jazz, you couldn't quite do this, dog. I'm just,
There's got to be a part where he's an asshole somewhere. This just can't be.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this man.
She should, at this point, off of what he's done so far, she should fold. She should. Am I wrong?
This nigga cooking.
No, she shouldn't fold, because there's a difference between just going for materialistic things that Hillary says she's not about and giving in to what the stereotype you believe that it is. So no,
he's being
I'm not
nice.
gonna say that
He's being nice and saying the right things. He ain't just over here just yes.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying she shouldn't just fold just because he did some nice things with his money.
She shouldn't fold because of that. That's how you do it. We going full red pill right now. That's smile because that 1%.
But I mean, like, hey, my man is coming right. Like he came right. He even said, like, look, I said I was coming here for friendship. I ain't coming for no friendship. I came for you. Like, I'm just be real. Like, so I can't even be mad because he was real with it. And Jazz messing up. Now, the thing about it, after all that and the fact that she's single, she still didn't give in. So that means she still got some stuff for Jazz.
Ain't show nothing that, but she did give him the friendship hug, I guess.
She did not give in to this man at all. She did not tell him, hey, okay, let's go ahead and get back together. She didn't say that I'm single or nothing. Even when he said, I hope he coming correct, she didn't say a word, which means she ain't giving in full to LaMarcus and she still got feelings for Jazz. That's automatically what that means.
Shout out to the friends for getting out the bed.
Now, boo, let's get together. She didn't say a word. She just said, oh, you left me speechless. That's all she said.
You knew she was going to say she was feeling skirty.
By the way, shout out to Demon. As Doc said, don't say too much.
That's how we end the episode, fellas. That's what she said. That's what he said.
Monray, don't say too much, but you can tell them what to follow you.
Y'all know, come look for your boy Monray Hudson. Everywhere it says Monray Hudson, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, as they still survive. I will be here predicting the future. Make sure y'all come into the next prediction episode. I will let you know what will happen, and you will know. True
prediction episode out every Wednesday, so be here for that. Good every Wednesday. We're gonna try to get out a little earlier than we did this week. I just was checking the time zone, and of course, the truth will come out. But you should hear it from Uniqo Williams. Where can they find you?
UniqoWilliams.com. You already know the deal. UniqoWilliams.com, man. All we doing is just reviewing stuff. We playing video games. We doing podcasts. We having casual conversations. We trying to make it make sense. GG Mafia, everybody out here. We out here.
You mess up.
Because
and don't forget, tomorrow is
Baller Friday. Woo!
Well, that's the day actually from y'all on YouTube, but if you're on Facebook, hit that like button. Also, don't forget, I'm shilling, I'm grifting because they called us a grifter for random things talking about black issues. So I'm finna grift 100%. Buy us professional mics. We all want this SMP7 professional podcast mic. So hit that tip me right here. Go there and get it right now. There it is right there. You can click it. Matter of fact, Monte, what else they can do to support? Y'all want a product? We can give you a product. It's right there. Monte, tell them what it is.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch. Get us professional mics. Let's take it to the next level. I am grifting since somebody randomly called us a grifter for no reason, and I was very confused. But
I have one last question. Why do y'all cape for Ben Roethlisberger like this? I'm so confused. But go ahead.
Go to UniqoWilliams.com and do you
I've had a long day on Twitter. Don't worry.
And y'all might not know who we are, but soon you will. Until then, it's...
Who are these niggas?